Greetings everyone, thank you all for being here today. I'm aiming to provide an informational crash course on Apple TV from an honest, unbiased perspective. I'm not looking to persuade anyone into a purchase just yet. With the exception of Fire TV by Amazon, I haven't had the chance to review the competing devices on the market. And several have been given subjectively higher ratings than Apple TV, so until I've had the chance to learn about the competition, please do not think of me as a qualified recommender. I will provide insight into both positive and negative aspects of Apple TV. That being said, many testimonials on Amazon have validated what I had originally expected, that Apple TV would provide an easy, innovative way to watch TV in comparison to cable or satellite TV. I found this can be especially true if you already have a newer iPhone, iPad, or an iPod Touch, because they can be transformed into a superior touchscreen and voice-controlled remote. The application to perform this transformation is appropriately titled Remote and is available free from the iTunes website, which states that it's compatible with any iPhone, iPad, or iPod that has iOS 7.0 or higher. I was successfully able to download it on an iPhone 4S, which is a 2012 model. Aside from Apple TV, I am very new to the entire web-linked television trend. However, I am familiar with the navigation of Apple's menu operations and functionalities. I have used an iPhone and an iPod for several years, and Apple has kept these functionalities consistent in every device they offer. Much of the data that might be needed to help someone get acquainted with Apple TV can be found right in the question-answer forums of the Apple Store website. One of the first things you might read about in the forum is Apple's AirPlay service. Apple TV AirPlay is a free peer-to-peer mirroring service from Apple that allows for surround sound or surround play among multiple linkable devices, speakers or televisions, and by linkable I mean products made by Apple. Mirroring essentially means that anything you can watch on an iPad or an iPhone can be simultaneously broadcasted on your big screen TV. It even works with HD and radio broadcasts. An article by HowStuffWorks.com mentioned that AirPlay can be a useful function for people who frequently travel from room to room in their homes and want to hear or watch media continuously. It can also work for the same types of people who dislike having to press pause during the playback of pre-recorded videos. The usability of Apple's free remote application is also mentioned frequently on Apple's question and answer forum website. CNET.com has published articles highlighting its simplicity. Once the remote application has been installed on a valid device, the play settings can be saved for TVs or speakers in multiple rooms, and quick tap icons can be labeled by room accordingly. The touchscreen keyboards on Apple devices are a fast way to input search data or passwords into Apple TV. Furthermore, some like to use verbal commands, and there's a small icon on the remote's interface shaped like a microphone. That's the icon for Apple's voice command program, also known as Siri, S-I-R-I. Tap it once and your big screen displays a message saying, "What would you like to watch?" or "What can I help you with?" And you could say something like, "Go to Netflix," or "Go to the settings menu," or "Are there any movies with Tom Hanks on?" Then you simply press the Done button and Apple TV will process your command. The less popular option, the standard remote, is included with Apple TV. First off, you'll notice that it requires the pressing of navigational arrow buttons to navigate along the on-screen alphabetical and numeric keyboards. The lack of numeric buttons might disappoint those accustomed to common remote designs. Here's some criticisms of Apple TV with some benefits mixed in. You cannot use Apple TV with all TVs, only the ones with HDMI cable ports, but you can use it on more than one TV. If connected to the Apple TV with Ethernet instead of Wi-Fi, then a cheap HDMI splitter unit is needed. While it works directly from the internet without cable or satellite connections, it does not serve as a browser. However, permitted websites like YouTube, ABC, PBS, ESPN, Weather Channel, Disney, Smithsonian, and lots more are selectable. You can easily access subscription channels like Netflix, Hulu Plus, Vimeo, Vivo, and HBO Go. Each channel added is accessible with a large distinctive icon. Subscriptions must be paid for separately though. For example, Hulu Plus is about $8 to $9 monthly and provides you with thousands of high-definition shows and films with zero commercials. While many channels have teamed up with Apple, some have not. Amazon Prime and Vudu are two that have not partnered with Apple TV. The good news is that the AirPlay service can mirror an Apple device playing Amazon or Vudu movies without any loss of quality. At this time, Apple is viewed as less advanced than Amazon's Fire TV. Sites like imore.com have pointed out where Apple is lacking. Apple TV is limited to single-band Wi-Fi and Dolby Digital sound, while Fire TV has dual-band Wi-Fi and Dolby Digital Plus sound. Fire TV is smaller yet has faster search and play speeds. A preloading feature called ASAP generates nearly instant program launching. Lastly, Fire TV's voice command system is noticeably simpler than Apple's. Don't count Apple out forever though. They're sure to improve with time. Apple's main advantage might be the familiarity and simplicity of their interfaces. As with all products, the settings, accessibility, search, and parental restriction menus are very easy to use. Okay. In conclusion, many people have proclaimed much excitement regarding web-linked television services like Apple TV just because they have no monthly fees, excluding separate subscriptions, and it's also a great way to reduce your exposure to the large numbers of commercials that are unavoidable with traditional cable or satellite TV. I wanted to mention again that products like these can evolve quickly. The reviews describing them that are not revised by the authors or publishers can be misleading. Look for a date on any article or video to be sure they are showing you everything that's been fixed or updated to help guide your buying decisions. Any questions?